The meteorological station on Epsilon Ridge wasn't built for visitors. Dr. Maya Chen preferred it that way. Isolation meant uninterrupted research on atmospheric anomalies. 3 years into her 5-year assignment, she'd grown accustomed to the gentle hum of equipment and the distant howl of Epsilon's peculiar wind patterns. That night, however, the sky lit up with an unscheduled light show. Maya tracked the descending object on her monitors, calculating its trajectory with practiced precision. "Not a meteor," she muttered, adjusting her glasses. The object's controlled deceleration suggested a ship in distress. When it crashed 5 kilometers from her station, protocol demanded she alert Central Command. Instead, she grabbed her emergency kit and rover keys. "Curiosity killed the scientist," she mumbled to herself. An old joke from academy days as she navigated the rugged terrain under Epsilon's 3 moons. The crash site glowed with an eerie purple light. Scattered debris formed a trail leading to what remained of a vessel, unlike any human craft she'd seen. Its sleek design suggested advanced technology, with symbols etched into metal that seemed to pulse with internal energy. A faint groan drew her attention. "Hello?" Maya called, activating her portable light. "I'm a doctor. I can help." Among twisted metal, she found the Sorsa humanoid figure, pinned beneath wreckage. In the glow of her light, Maya saw purple skin with intricate markings that shimmered like constellations. The being looked at her with eyes of brilliant amber. "Stay still," Maya instructed, assessing the situation. The being's purple blood seeped from multiple wounds. With careful movements, Maya leveraged the debris and freed the trapped visitor. The alien attempted to speak, producing sounds Maya couldn't comprehend. A universal translator would be back at the station too far to help now. Instead, Maya focused on immediate medical attention, applying pressure to the worst wounds. "I'm taking you to safety," she said, hoping her tone conveyed what her words couldn't. The journey back was tense. Maya kept glancing at her passenger, fascinated by the alien physiology that seemed remarkably humanoid despite the purple skin and luminescent markings. The being drifted in and out of consciousness, occasionally murmuring incomprehensible phrases. At the station, Maya converted her lab into a makeshift medical bay. Working through the night, she cleaned wounds, applied synthetic skin grafts, and monitored vital signs that followed patterns just different enough from human norms to be concerning. By morning, the visitor was stable but unconscious. Maya collapsed into a chair beside the bed, exhausted but triumphant. She'd saved a life, an alien life, but a life nonetheless. What she didn't know was that she had saved Nyera Zol, supreme strategist of the Valerian hegemony, architect of the 7-system conquest, and the most feared tactical mind in 3 galaxies. As dawn broke over Epsilon Ridge, Maya dozed beside her patient, unaware that the universe had just shifted around her. Days passed with Maya monitoring her patient's vital signs, watching purple skin gradually regain its luminosity. On the 4th morning, the alien's amber eyes finally opened fully, alert and assessing. "You're safe," Maya said, approaching slowly. "My name is Maya Chen. I'm a doctor, a healer." The alien observed her for a long moment, then pointed to a device on her wrist that had been damaged in the crash. Through gestures, Maya understood it was a translator. With careful work, she managed to repair the basic circuitry using station components. "This is functioning." The alien's voice came through the device with a metallic echo. "I am Nyera Zol." "Yes, it's working," Maya smiled. "How do you feel, Nyera?" "Functioning adequately." "Assisted my recovery?" "You crashed near my research station. I brought you here to treat your injuries." Nyera sat up slowly, wincing. Her purple skin caught the light as she moved, revealing subtle patterns Maya hadn't noticed before in intricate designs that seemed almost like living circuits beneath the surface. "Why would you help an unknown entity?" "Illogical risk assessment." Maya laughed softly. "That's a very mathematical way of looking at compassion. Where I come from, we help those in need." "Fascinating primitive concept," Nyera replied, then seemed to catch herself. "I express ... gratitude." Over the next week, Niera regained strength while Maya continued her research duties. The alien proved to be an insatiable learner, absorbing information about Earth and human culture through the station's database. In return, Niera shared limited details about her world of society called the Valerian hegemony, advanced in technology, but structured around strict hierarchy and tactical advantage. Your species values individual autonomy, Niera observed one evening as they shared a meal. Her translator had improved with Maya's adjustments, now capturing nuance and tone. In the hegemony, purpose defines existence. And what's your purpose? Maya asked. Niara's expression shifted subtly. I organize ... resources. You mean like a logistics officer? Similar concept. More extensive responsibilities. As days turned to weeks, Maya found herself drawn to Niara's perspective, so alien, yet increasingly comprehensible. She noticed how Niara watched her hands while she worked, how the alien mirrored her gestures when thinking. There was something endearing about this powerful being learning simple human habits. One night, as Epsilon's moons cast triple shadows through the station windows, Maya found Niera standing before the observation glass, watching the horizon. Homesick? Maya asked, joining her. Duh. Uncertain, Niera admitted. My function has always been clear. Here, without my duties, I experience ... confusion. Maybe that's freedom, Maya suggested. Standing close enough that their shoulders nearly touched, Niera turned, amber eyes reflecting moonlight. Your presence creates unexpected variables in my thought processes. Maya smiled. I think that might be the most romantic thing anyone's ever said to me. For the first time, Niera's lips curved in what might have been a smile. The first touch was accidental fingers brushing while examining star charts of local systems. Maya felt electricity race through her at the contact, surprised by her own reaction. Niera's amber eyes widened slightly, suggesting she'd felt something too. Your physiological response indicates increased heart rate, Niera observed. Her translator capturing the gentleness in her tone. You can sense that? Maya asked, not pulling away. My species perceives bioelectrical patterns. Yours has changed around me recently. Maya felt her cheeks warm. That's very perceptive. Is this what you call embarrassment? Niera asked, genuinely curious. The hegemony considers emotional transparency efficient. Then let me be transparent, Maya replied, gathering courage. I'm attracted to you, which is probably crazy considering we're from different worlds. Niera considered this, her purple fingers still resting lightly against Maya's. The hegemony does not prohibit cross-species bonding when advantageous, though typically such arrangements are strategic. And this wouldn't be strategic? No, Niera said softly. This would be ... unprecedented.
Albert.
First kiss happened beneath the auroras that occasionally painted Epsilon's night, sky-purple light reflecting off purple skin as Maya learned that Valerian lips were warmer than human ones, and that Niara's natural luminescence brightened with emotional intensity as days passed. They created their own language of touch and understanding. Maya discovered the sensitive areas along Niara's spine, where patterns glowed brighter under gentle fingers. Niera learned the human pleasure of simply being held, spending hours with her head against Maya's chest, listening to her heartbeat. The hegemony, Niera confessed one night as they lay entwined in Maya's small bed. Physical connection serves biological or political function. This what we create together has no designation. Does it need one? Maya asked, tracing patterns on purple skin that responded with subtle illumination. Perhaps not, Niera whispered. I find I prefer experiences without classification. Their intimacy deepened as Niara healed completely, physical barriers dissolving alongside cultural ones. Maya shared earth music that made Niara's skin ripple with responsive patterns. Niera taught Maya meditation techniques that connected their consciousnesses in ways that transcended the physical. One evening, as they watched sunset from the station's roof, Niera grew unusually quiet. What's wrong? Maya asked, sensing the change. My rescue beacon activated when systems regained power, Niera admitted. They will come for me, your people. When? Soon. Days, perhaps. I felt her chest tighten. And you'll go back to organizing. Resources? Niara's expression darkened. My position is more significant than I've disclosed. My absence has likely caused considerable disruption. What aren't you telling me, Niera? The alien's amber eyes met hers with newfound vulnerability. I fear when you know my true function, this connection between us will terminate. Try me, Maya challenged, taking purple hands in her own before Niera could answer. The station's proximity alarm blared to life. The proximity alarm continued its urgent wail as Maya rushed to the monitoring station. The screen displayed an approaching vessel massive compared to Niera's crashed ship. With a design that suggested military purpose, "They found me," Niera said, her voice suddenly formal, posture straightening into something regal Maya hadn't seen before. Your rescue team? Maya asked, silencing the alarm. My honor? Guard. Niara's amber eyes held new intensity. Maya, I must explain before they arrive. But it was too late. The communication system activated with a harsh burst of sound, followed by a voice speaking in the same melodic language Niera had used when first injured. Niera responded, her tone commanding in ways that made Maya step back instinctively. When Niera turned back, her expression was pained. They will land in moments. I cannot prevent this. Prevent what? Niera, what's happening? The purple-skinned alien seemed to struggle for words, even with the translator. I am not merely a member of the Valerian hegemony. I am Niera Zol, supreme strategist and war architect. What your kind might call general of all military forces? Maya felt the room spin slightly. Military forces? I have orchestrated campaigns across 7 star systems. The Valerians expand through strategic conquest, efficient, calculated. We minimize casualties while maximizing territorial acquisition. You're saying you're right? Maya struggled to comprehend. The military leader of an expansionist empire, Niera finished, her glow dimming. The name Niera Zol is known across 3 galaxies as the mind behind the Valerian Dominance Protocol. The ground trembled as the Valerian ship landed outside. Maya moved to the window, watching as a contingent of purple-skinned warriors emerged, their armor gleaming under Epsilon's moons. They believe I was captured, Niera said quietly. They've come prepared for conflict. And tell them the truth. The truth is complicated by what has grown between us. Niera's fingers brushed Maya's cheek. No supreme strategist has ever formed attachment to a species targeted for potential integration. The word integration hung between them like a physical barrier. Earth is on your conquest list, Maya realized, stepping back. Was Niera corrected? Initial surveys marked your solar system for future consideration. But now. The station door slid open with a hiss as Valerian soldiers entered, weapons drawn. Their amber eyes widened upon seeing Niera standing unrestrained beside Maya. The leader dropped immediately to one knee, others following suit. Supreme Strategist, the leader, spoke through a translator similar to Niera's. We feared you lost when your diplomatic vessel was attacked. The hegemony requires your return immediately. The Arcturus campaign falters without your guidance. Maya looked at Niera with new eyes, seeing not just her lover, but a military commander responsible for campaigns that likely resulted in countless deaths, regardless of how efficient they were claimed to be. You will lower your weapons in this human's presence, Niera commanded. Dr. Maya Chen is responsible for preserving my life and is under my protection. The soldiers complied instantly. Though their expressions showed confusion, Supreme Strategist, the leader, ventured carefully. Protocol dictates that any non-Valerian with knowledge of your identity must be. Protocol is suspended. Prepare the ship for departure, but I require private discussion with Dr. Chen first. When they were alone again, the weight of truth hung heavy between them. You're leaving? Maya said. Not a question. My absence threatens stability across multiple systems, Niera replied. Without strategic oversight, more lives will be lost in poorly executed campaigns. So you'll go back to planning invasions. Niara's purple hands clenched. What I've learned from you about compassion, about connection, it changes things. I can implement new approaches. Or you could just stop conquering people, Maya suggested, bitterness edging her voice. Civilizations do not transform overnight. Naira stepped closer. But they can evolve. Come with me, Maya. Help me change the hegemony from within.